Hey everybody! I hope you can hear me all right. Welcome to Sunday Soldering. I'm about to get started. Let me know where you are in the chat. Where you're calling from. Welcome to my desk. I got my soldering iron heating up. I got my helping hands deployed. I got some holiday cheer. I'm about to turn this guy on. Happy little unicorn. And I have several Christmas tree ornaments to put together. Let's do the bee one first. This one is called Be Merry, Oisy Bees. And there's some instructions here for putting it together. I put all the links to the ornaments that I'm putting together today in the description box on YouTube. This one is a surface mount kit. It has this battery connector and these surface mount LEDs. So right away I'm up for quite a challenge. So we can zoom in here. Let me know if you find the background music too loud or not loud enough. I realize I'm a little unprepared without tweezers, so I'm gonna get those. Should probably have a couple tools here. Okay, so I've got my tweezers. I have some pliers and I have some cutters over here. Let's see. On the back of the board, put a healthy amount of solder on one pad of each LED. The LEDs are the wing cutouts, so these guys. Oh, hi Matt Pinner, welcome. Look, I've got your unicorn converted into Christmas ornament form right here, part of the party. The LEDs should be in two different colors. Is that true? Let's look it up. github.com/ hamster / Be Merry. There's some instructions. Awesome. Paper instructions are nice, but I'm big on photos. I forgot I have one more piece of holiday cheer to turn on, and that's my little fireplace guy. All right. Solder. So we'll solder one side of each LED pad. Okay. I haven't done surface mount soldering in a while, but I think the worst that can happen is I'll have to put on my glasses. Three bees, 6 wings. It says pay attention to the orientation of the LEDs on the board because not all of the boards have this LEDs the same as what's pictured there. Okay. Oh, okay. All of my LEDs are going that way, and in the drawing they go that way. So that's a good warning. Okay. Green dot left. Now find your LEDs and remove them from the strip. Flip them over and find the green triangle on the back. Step 1, don't lose the LEDs. They're smaller than a micro SD card. Okay. Thanks, Damien. Welcome. I'm just having fun on a Sunday, trying to get into the holiday spirit with some holiday ornaments. I put all the links in the description if you want to get one of these. Most of them on Tindy and one on Etsy. Triangle needs to face the same way as the all LEDs. All right, you know what? I do need to put my glasses on for this. All right, I got an LED. It's got a little triangle on it. I see, and we're soldering them upside down so that they shine through the fiberglass PCB. And maybe I should have soldered the other side first, since I'm right-handed. No, this is better. Okay, so hold it with the tweezers. Get it right side up first. I dropped it in my lap. It might be gone forever. We got extras here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Hallmark of a good kit maker is they realize you're gonna drop some of these, so we'll give you extras. All right, and if I make my PCB nice and level, then it should be able to stay on here pretty well. All right, got one. Then we reheat the solder joint, and we bring this little guy closer. Come on. Come on. I'm way out of practice at surface mount, for sure. Check it out. Okay. Also wickedly right-handed. I might need to turn the whole thing upside down in order to up my tweezer game. I think that's pretty good. All right. Next, I'll do the other side. And rinse and repeat. I can maybe put it a little closer to you guys. Dial down the exposure a little bit. Finally, a tech channel building Christmas kits. Nobody's doing any Christmas projects? I admit it's a bit of a break for my brain to just solder and not have to be writing any code or designing anything. Just following instructions is kind of relaxing. Okay, here we go. Number 3. See how much better I'm getting already, right? Practice. Oh, oh, she says, just as she messes up. Okay. Here we go. David says, I think they could be glued down with heat-resistant glue, then soldered using little dabs of solder paste and put in a reflow oven for 2 minutes. Oh, sure. You don't need any glue. I guess if you're trying to avoid tombstoning or something. I don't have a reflow oven, though. I just have this soldering iron, so that's how we're doing it today. It's good practice. Oh, they tend to flip up, though. It's true. And when you have a reflow oven, you have that problem, too. Those LEDs aren't flat on the front, they're flat on the back. Oh. I'll take all the backseat driving you want to give me, too, about if I'm doing anything wrong. It's been a while since I did any surface mount. One seems a little, yeah, it's not really connected. Ooh, Damien's making a smart mirror for his wife's gift. I know, December deadlines are hard, for sure. Pardon me while I fumbled the YouTube stream URL. It's my first time using Streamlabs version of OBS to work with both Twitch and YouTube, and I thought I got the stream key all set up, but it ended up streaming at a different URL, so I was just trying to get rid of the other YouTube stream. I'll do better next time. I have a couple more kits to solder, but they're not Christmas themed, so I think I'll do those at another time, like closer to Christmas when people don't have any time to buy. Matt switched over to the YouTube chat. I'm doing both. Matt Pinner, you can help me compare and see which one is better. I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube right now with a combined chat interface. So I can see both chats, and then also both chats are being sput to the screen. I have a couple builds to finish for Christmas gifts too. It's always different. You'll have to tell me how my DJing is. I picked some songs from my royalty-free Epidemic Sound membership for our soundtrack today. I wouldn't dare force any of us to listen to Christmas music. So I'm not sure what these other LEDs are. I'm guessing they're just... Or are they even LEDs? They're resistors. Oh, duh. Yeah, they're resistors. Yeah, I'm routing. I cleverly routed the audio, which I've done before. But I can't hear the music like I could last time. I put together this playlist, so I know what's there, but... Oh, Matt, you don't hear any music? You don't hear any music? I see the little, like, bar going that there's music. Really? Really? You don't hear any music? I mean, that's okay, too. Okay, pay attention to the orientation mark on the lower left of the board. Yep, my LEDs go that way. All the LEDs. And then do the same for the resistors. Okay, these little guys are resistors. And see, there's only 3 needed, but I have 5. That's great. A+ for providing extras of parts I'm likely to drop on the floor. I never see them again. Only my vacuum knows. Oh, okay, you can hear the music with headphones. Yeah, I've been controlling the volume on the music to try to make it not too loud, but here I can make it a little bit louder. Is that better? Thanks, Andy. Is that better? Thanks, Andy. Oh my gosh, they look like little pieces of lint. Surface mount resistors. I should have started with the one of the the through hole kit. Oh my gosh, so tiny. At least they're not polar, so I don't have to like read any text on them or worry if they're upside down. Okay, Andy says the volume is perfect for him. I'm open to others' feedback about the volume on the music. Okay, same deal, just one of the pads. So I can easily remelt it. Oh, I have one up here already. Oh my gosh, so tiny. Boop. Seems legit. Are you folks doing anything special for the holidays? Staying home, I hope. Creating any new traditions? Whoa, that's a lot of solder. You're getting an echo of my voice? That's not possible. Well then, if it's remains on, I'm gonna turn the music back down because I don't want this stream to be Becky debugs her audio stream. I'm using like one of those software audio routers and I can't remember how I set it up last time. It's possible that my microphone is also part of that multi-stream, and in that case, when I turn it up, it could be duplicating the microphone I have as a separate input, but I'll fix it for next stream. Two-second delay is bad. Is it still happening, Andy, now that I turn the music down? Yeah, when I turn the music down, I think it got better. Okay. Resistors are soldered on. Says, now take the switch. Uh-oh. Am I missing the switch? Oh no. I think I'm missing the switch. It's okay. I think I have one of these. I don't have this like one with the side legs, but I think it's the right pitch. I'll just try that. I suppose for now I could also just use a piece of wire and I could add a switch to it later. Like, oh, there's one. Bing Crosby, David Bowie, if played softly as background, would serve to list all our spirits. Yeah, we're on the copyright-free music tip here, but I agree. I listen to some David Bowie any day. All right, let's see if this switch has the same pitch. Looks like it does. I can bend the legs out a little bit. Honestly, we're just wearing headphones today as a hair day tactic. We're being completely honest here. The headphones are really just to make it so you don't have to look at my hair. Oh, the dog is here. I forgot. Olive is here. She's not always up for video chats, but she was just sleeping peacefully until she realized I was streaming. Have you tried Master Bond SMD adhesive to bond the SMD device to the board before? No, I haven't. You heard me say I haven't surface mount soldered anything in like years, so I don't really have I don't do it too often. I've never heard of it, but sounds like it could be cool. SMD adhesive. Okay, now I'm just bending the legs of the switch kind of like down and then over. I think I probably have the switch. I'm not going to fault the kit maker because I did take these things in and out of the bags a couple times to check them out and do some photos, so I think I probably just lost it. But this is a common pitch, so I think this one will work. What's everybody's favorite holiday foods? I'm big on eggnog. I know that's a beverage, but beverages count. Food or beverage. Eggnog. Mashed potatoes. I'm gonna do the same here with, I'm gonna just tin the middle one. Yes. Oh, no. Yes, no. Yes. Nah. Cold solder. Do it right. Gotta get the pin hot. Oh, it just doesn't want to stick, huh? Wow. Does this have like resistant quality to it? Solder doesn't want to stick to the switch. Chocolate. Andy Calloway likes to eat chocolate. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about chocolate. I got from the store the other day those what are they called? The little squares. The Ghirardelli chocolate squares, and in Christmas time they make the one that's called peppermint bark, and it tastes a lot like an Andes mint. It's that not like quite peppermint, but the like creme de menthe peppermint flavor that I love. That's great. So I stock up on some of those holiday candies and things you can't get other times of the year. I might not have bent these legs down enough to make good enough contact with the board. Far be it to solder some wires onto the switch. No, we don't want to do that today. You want it to be all in one. Okay, trying again. Soldering the switch. Oh, better. Okay, great. See, once you get one pin tacked, then it becomes a lot easier to go in without having to clamp it, or that one solder joint tacks it for you. And then even if I need to go back to it, it's done its job of holding everything close by. think it's probably good. Not like the most awesome, but in a pinch, that'll stay. Great. Oops. What am I doing here? Okay. Now find the battery box and insert its legs in the plus and minus holes on the back. Take some flush cutters and cut the legs flush with the surface of the PCB. It's okay if they're a little high, you can adjust them before you solder them down. A picture of which way from the back to the front, right? Okay. Oh, but what if I soldered the LEDs wrong? I won't know, and I'm covering them up now. What if I made a mistake and I need to redo it? I guess I'll have to unsolder the battery pack if that's the case. Okay. Hi, Gail. Welcome. Where are you writing from? Okay, here we go. Trying to put one as like the support of the battery pack in the back here. Here's a good trick for anything that's like wobbling off, like this battery pack is like not very securely touching. You can solder one and use that as like the base. It works great for LEDs that are kind of falling out of the bottom of the board. You do one leg and then you can flip it this way around again, reheat the leg, squish it down, and now like because one leg is secure, it's mostly secure, and the other one can be done, make it nice and flat. Hey Tor, welcome. How are you doing? You doing anything fun for the holidays? All right, cut this. Watch my eyeballs. I think that might be it for this one. Put some batteries in it. And that's it, you're done. Install the batteries. Okay. Let's try that out. Yes. Yay! Oh, it looks so cute. Oh, they're color changing LEDs. Cool. Hi David, welcome. Yeah, all right. That came out nice, huh? Ooh, and they like change at different rates too, so they start to drift from each other a little bit in color. That's fun. Okay, we're just building up the cheer as we go along here. We'll move right along to our next one. Hopefully that one that is a little bit easier to see. Tor doing some sewing, that's cool. You're getting a buzz. What does that mean? Like you like it? Oh, it's because it's a bee. I get it. It's a pun. You're being punny. How punny? Ha 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 ha. So we've got bees. We got unicorn. Now we're gonna do. Let's see. Do we want to vote? Do you want to do poinsettia next, or Christmas tree next, or scarab next? Well, I think scarab is surface mount too. But they're bigger. They're bigger surface mount parts. Nobody has a favorite for next. Okay, then we'll do the Christmas tree. This Christmas tree is by Brian Locke. He's my Irish maker friend. You can find links to all the Christmas ornaments in the description. This one had a QR code. Oh, sorry, Tori, you're too late. Okay, we're doing the Christmas tree. I have there's a QR code on the package that helps me load the instructions, which are here. LED orientation. Here's a template where the LEDs are spread out. It only makes use of 4 of the 5 colors, though the 6th is the star. Okay. They're mirrored, so when you are soldering the LEDs on the back, you can solder them as you see here. Hello! Hello to the Netherlands. I like your username, devttyusb0. That username makes me laugh. Okay, it's like you are a USB device. All right, we do have some surface mount chips here though. A surface mount chip, tiny little switch, some surface mount resistors, surface mount, whatever that is. What is that? The button, cute little button, and then some through-hole LEDs. So should I solder the LEDs first? I feel like maybe I should solder the other components first since they are smaller. No, we don't need the micro USB. David thinks that the microcontroller is going to be a pain in the butt, but it's just a little AT tiny. It just has 8 legs. We can do this. Same kind of strategy. I'm going to solder just one pad. I'm going to first identify the orientation of the chip, which is that, because there's a little dot here. Let me refocus for you. Let me see a little bit better. Hi Simon, welcome. It's evening where are you? It's not quite evening here. All right, so the orientation's good with the little dot in the lower right-hand corner, and then same as the LEDs. I'm going to solder one pad, or tin one pad rather. Use my tweezers and reheat that one pad. I'm not sure I quite put enough solder on that one pad, or did I? No problem. Tor can't decide if he should get fabric scissors or a roller cutter. Oh, you need both of those things. You can't have the rotary cutter and not have fabric scissors, but you can have fabric scissors and no rotary cutter. Oh, Simon's calling from England, so what is it there? It's like 10, 11 o'clock. Tor, I think scissors are good, but then it depends on what you're sewing. If you're sewing through like a big lot of fabric at once, like many layers, the rotary cutter makes fast and very accurate work of it. But it's also much more dangerous than a pair of scissors. You can really take off some bits of finger with the rotary cutter. So if you're concerned about that at all, then I would stick to the scissors. All right, I have that lower right pin soldered. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do the upper left, so that the chip stops wiggling. Okay, so now the chip's not wiggling anymore. And I can just solder the rest of them. These are really far apart. I don't know what the pitch is between these pins, but it's beginner level for sure. This one that we just soldered together is definitely harder. 8 p.m. It's only 8 p.m. in the UK. Oh, right. Okay. It's like 11 p.m. Central European time, which is not UK time. I was getting them mixed up. It's true my soldering tip is a little bit big for this job, but the alignment is what's key. As long as you get it lined up, there's all kinds of like solder resistant material in between the pins, so even if you're heating two of them at the same time, like the solder will wick apart and not bridge them as long as you don't have too much. Anybody else blow on their circuits when they're soldering in the absence of a fume extractor? I just blow on it. All right, that looks good. I see you can't really see it that closely to be judgmental. Maybe that's why I chose this lens. It's not actually. So, you know, it's a little blobby over here, but I think none of the pins are bridged, so that should be good. Oops, sorry. Autofocus. I should just be autofocusing. Okay. Okay, what next? Little guys. You hold your breath while you solder. I see. That lets the... I blow out because then I'm like both moving the smoke away and not inhaling it. I see. This is the documentation page. Let's see. Let's go to the... This is the documentation I would include if you ordered it. Oh, cigar box fan. That's a nice project. So I guess this thing here is the switch. It's the only thing that looks like that. Oh, that's down here. That's the switch. So what's that thing? Oh, it's just an LED. Okay. All right. I can read symbols, I swear. All right. So there's a tiny little switch. Same strategy. I'm going to solder one pin or tin it first so that I have some place to land with this guy. Oh, it's so cute. Such a cute little switch. See, like a pro. All I need is 45 minutes of practice and I get surface mount solder all day long. This one has some nice tabs on the side so that if it gets wrenched, it's not pulling up on the electrical contacts. Nice high quality switch. Oh, do you see that solder glob onto the top of it? All right, switch is done. Resistors now? Where do they go? Across these. Okay, I see it. I see it. They go here. Here and here and here and here and here and here. And then this switch is, I see. All right, let's do the switch next because it's already out of the package. Over here. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I put links to all of these ornaments in the description on YouTube, so you can go buy them if you want from the makers. These are all made by independent makers who are selling their kits. And part of the reason I'm doing this stream so early in December is so that if you get inspired to buy and give any of these or buy and assemble any of these as gifts, you still have time to order them. I might do a couple more streams of kit building, but they definitely won't be within gift gift buying time frame for Christmas. All right, itty bitty little button to change modes. Resistors. And then look at how cute the little battery holder becomes the stand in case you want to have it as a freestanding instead of an ornament. So cute. Okay. Open the resistors. I'm opening them close to the surface of the table so they don't go flying anywhere. Because, you know, when you pull off this this tape to open up the package, there's like the thing wants to like bounce back, and that force it could just make them go everywhere. All right, solder one pad on each. And then grab them, solder on. I realize they're upside down, but resistors aren't polarized, so it doesn't really matter which way it goes. Maybe I should get my other lens so y'all can see a little closer. This is as close as, this is my wide angle lens. This is as close as it gets. Okay, resistors, it's LED time. And then we'll look at the diagram that Brian made. Cute tree. Here, for the colors. So the star is white. Then a red one. A green one. And the blue one. Hi, Alon. Thank you. That's very nice of you to say. We're just chilling today. You want to say where you're writing in from? Or if you have a favorite holiday food? I'm looking for new recipes to try. I've been cooking a lot lately. Who hasn't? And it's something fun to do that's fruitful at the end and it brings some excitement that I would normally get from, you know, going out to a restaurant or so. So if you have a favorite holiday food that you make, let me know what it is and maybe share the recipe. All right, I got a red one in the middle. I get the blue one on this side. And the blue one on the other side. Is that right? No, that's not right. Welcome, Backcountry Techie. We're having a soldering good time here. I don't know, I'm a little stumped. Did I put them in wrong? Was I following the diagram wrong? Yellow. This one's like above that one though. You know that I'm also dyslexic, right? So this whole like, it's mirror imaged for your convenience thing, it's it's maybe not so helpful to me. No, this, okay, I see. This is the front. Okay, so I got these backwards. No problem, no problem. No soldering done. No problem. No problem. No soldering done. No problem. Oh, nice call sign. Ham radio operator, welcome. Oh, nice call sign. Thanks, Anthony. That's very nice of you to say. I'm working on a couple new projects. This stream is just for fun, though. Bike projects coming up. Bike projects. Yes and no. My Honda motorcycle's in the shop, so it should be fixed soon. And I don't know, it's starting to get winter, right, Tor? It's cold. So like we're just about to yeah, the kit conversion where we put the Larson scanner in the scooter. It looks super cute. It's starting to get cold, and soon we will put the motorcycles all away for the winter. So then it'll be, you know, just be brainstorming until springtime. If you have any ideas, I'm all ears. Okay, right here. We just got a van, so there's bike projects involved in, like, you know, taking the motorcycles on vacation. There's a bit of audio feedback. Okay, I'm gonna turn the music off altogether. Yellow. I'll figure out the music for next time. Oh, that might be it. I might have had my own stream playing, but not with audio, I didn't think. I should have the audio off because I am monitoring. I was monitoring to make sure. But it's muted. Yeah, it's muted. So, I don't know. I'll figure it out for next time. Is it still? There's still you shouldn't get any audio feedback now because I've turned off the thing that's playing back the computer audio. It's gone now? Okay, great. Backcountry Techie says, because of your channel, you got me DIYing diesel mods on my trucks. Oh, that's awesome. Like what? Diesel mods. Not like coal rolling, right? I can't condone that. You mean just like being able to tap into your air sensor and stuff, right? It's quiet now. Yeah, I know. I turned off the music because it was obviously also mixed with my microphone feed, which was doubling up. Power mods, cool. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I just bought a van, so I haven't been a car owner in over 10 years. Hey, Brian. Brian's here. Look, Brian, I'm making your kit. At first, I misunderstood your backwards diagram. What? Wrong way. Oh, are all my LEDs on the wrong side of the board? Because the front is supposed to be the Christmas tree? Oh my gosh, Brian got here just in time. Oh my gosh. So I wasn't wrong. Brian. Thanks, Brian. Right on. I get it. Because you're hiding the guts. It's for people who don't like electronics to also enjoy holiday cheer without seeing all of the microcontroller and stuff. Right on. Then that makes sense why I got the diagram backwards. I was just telling everyone else that I'm dyslexic, and that's why I flip things upside down and backwards all the time. Whoop. I see. And the round hole is the positive and the square hole is the negative. So I can take that to the bank. Brian, seriously, I was just about to start soldering these. You showed up like right on time. Other way. But there's no picture of what the back of the board looks like in the instructions, Brian. So if we had that, I think that would help me because I would see like, oh, all the solder joints are on the side with the text. Well, to be fair, my LEDs still would have lit up. They just would have been on the wrong side of the board. It still would have looked good, Simon says. Okay. It's all right. I want it to look nice. Like it's intended. Y'all can deal. Recoverable mistake, always nice. All right, we're back to the diagram being real. Now I understand that the diagram is mirror image because I guess I don't understand why the numbers are mirror imaged on the diagram. Oh wait, because the LEDs come like this. All right, I get it now. I don't think it's a fault. I think it's just the backwards and frontwards thing is always an issue for me. I see. So it comes through from that way, and then it like super looks like the diagram. I get it. Christmas lights, right? I don't know. Since I switched to LED Christmas lights, I haven't had a problem with Christmas lights. It used to be growing up that that you had to like check the strand and like replace any of the bulbs that were out before you could like get them ready for the tree. And now that I have some LED strands, like they just always work and they're fine. Okay, let's see. Yeah, on streams, you get to see mistake recovery, right? That's like the benefit. Because if I'm editing a video, like I might talk about a mistake I made if I think it's relevant, but you don't get to see active mistake recovery. It's one of the reasons streaming electronic stuff is fun, honestly. Would it really matter where the LEDs go? Yeah, I kind of think maybe not. You can ask Brian. Brian's here. Brian, does it matter if the blue LED, these don't look like the type of blue LEDs that would really suck a lot of extra power. Brian can tell us if the layout of the colors matters for the resistors. Not convinced that it necessarily does. I think we're just trying to make it beautiful with a good even distribution of colors. And I couldn't see the text on the resistors either to be able to tell you. Okay, all right, this looks a lot more like the drawing now. We got our yellow. Brian says it doesn't matter where the LEDs go. I'm just trying to follow his diagram because I'm a rule follower. I like to follow the instructions. And also because this is I'm just trying to have fun. I am looking to have my brain be turned off. So it's easy to have a thing to follow because then I don't really have to think that hard. I think Brian's choice of color distribution is lovely, so I'm sticking with it. It does look nicer with just the LEDs on the side. Look at that. That's nice. All right, solder time. So here's that trick I was telling you about with the jangly LEDs. So they're all like jangly under there. Not really flush to the surface of the board, and so therefore it could be soldered like at a funny angle. So what we do is you solder just one of the legs. And then you can push up on that LED, making it flush with the surface of the board while the first leg's being soldered. And now that one's not jangly anymore. So when I go to solder the second leg, it's nice and flush, and I don't have to worry about it being crooked on the other side. So you can see that one's nice and flush. Rinse and repeat. Brian, do you have any Irish Christmas recipes that I can try? I'm a little bored of my classics. I could use some adventurous recipes to try. Yes. These are good. Kits are great. These little kits are a great way to get practice, especially if you're working with like kids or something, because then it's an activity you can do, and yeah, you learn from your mistakes in case any of them come out bad. I don't think I blew the microcontroller out with my soldering just then, but we'll find out, won't we? Let me go to turn it on. Oh, I got my solder tangled in all my wires over here. All right. No Irish foods. Anything that you like to eat for the holidays? I like to eat everything. I'm a big eater. It's like one of my, besides making, I mean, I like to make food, which is making, and then eating is so great. That's my pandemic pastime, eating. Don't talk to my pants about it. I'm excited because I don't really have any Christmas ornaments on my tree. It's one of those tinsel trees, tiny little space-saving tinsel tree about this big around at the bottom. And it just has lights on it, lights and tinsel. But I was thinking it'll be great. It'll look great with all these ornaments on it. I'll be sure to post a photo afterwards. You have blue blinking on and off. Swedish classic. Are blue lights classic for the holidays in Sweden, Tor? Here, anything that's blue, you think like, oh, those could be Hanukkah lights. Cheesecake, yeah. I'd definitely be eating some cheesecake. You know, we live by not that far from Junior's, this famous Brooklyn diner place that has awesome cheesecake. And because I've brought their cheesecakes with me before as a holiday treat, I've ordered their cheesecake before. It means I get the catalog. So like the Junior's cheesecake catalog. It's just cheesecakes. The catalog showed up. We had a nice long read through it. We didn't buy any cheesecake yet, but that doesn't mean we won't. I've made cheesecake before. It's fun, but like, you know, living in New York is hard for some particular foods. Cheesecake is one of them. Pizza is another one. It's like, okay, I go through all of this effort. Cheesecake is a lot of work. And then at best, it tastes as good as the cheesecake I can get from down the street, right? At best. So to me, that's like not an awesome return on investment. I think if I move away from New York City and don't live close to a place where I can easily get better cheesecake and better pizza than I could make myself, then I'll get back into cheesecake and into pizza. Oh, the Chip 'n Dale Disney cartoon. Oh, okay. That's Swedish classic on TV every year since the 50s. I was thinking of a different Chip 'n Dale. I guess I was thinking of Chip 'n Dale and not Chip and Dale. I know what Chip and Dale are. But I guess I didn't associate the blue lights with it. Brian says, what did you say, Brian? You've been working on a new SMD version of the Christmas 3, he calls it. I've got the new board this week. It uses LEDs that are specifically designed for reverse mounting, so it's much easier to solder. Cool. So check out Brian's Tindy store. Do you have the listing up yet? So people can sign up to be notified? All right, I think I finished. I just need to do the battery connector, but I'll cut these off first. I wonder if you can hear the dog snoring. She's asleep again. What does it mean for an LED to be specifically designed for reverse mounting? Does it mean that it's just like just as flat on the front as it is on the back? Because the ones I soldered for this one were definitely like had a stair step where like the back was flatter than the front. All right. Battery holder. There's only one way the battery holder can go. Thankfully. These helping hands are super great. They're nice and rigid so that they really hold stuff in position. It doesn't topple over. I did a review of these on my YouTube channel if you're interested in learning more about these helping hands. All right, so ha 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 ha. Tor made a really good joke about pine needles falling off of the pine needles. Yeah, I always had a real tree growing. And now I don't know. Yeah, Brian says the legs of the SMD are flush with the LED. They are really. That's because they're niche and people know that they're specifically for making things pretty, right? You can charge more for that. But now that I've city folks get their real trees, they're just like from a stand that keeps trucking them in. I don't know. Part of the magic for me was always taking it out and like that was, I don't know. And then once it's inside, you're right. It drops needles. You have to water it. Be growing in nature. I know they come from tree farms usually, but I don't know. I'm big into the artificial tree because I think it's ultimately less waste. Okay. I have an extra LED for fun, right? Okay, great. Just checking. Goes in this way. Fingers crossed, everybody. We'll put the battery in and we'll turn it. Oh. Stream stopped. It should come back. It recovered. It recovered and we have a successful tree. Yay. Thanks for your patience. Says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Thanks for your patience. Eight-bit stream audio is good. Yeah. You know, when I scheduled the YouTube event, I did the thing where I selected the latency and I selected the bit rate, and then when I it didn't when I pushed to stream, it streamed to a different location that didn't have my settings already. It's back. All right. Great. Yeah, it looks good to me. Thanks for bearing with me. Next time I will disable the dynamic bitrate stuff. Hold down the button for different modes. Here we go. We're back on Christmas tree. Simple modes. Hold down the button. And then let go of the button. Hi, Pedro. Welcome. It's like flashing faster. It's good to see the flashing tree. Maybe I need to solder the button again. I'm not getting any different modes. Am I doing it right? Okay, well, I believe you. And I'll take your advice for what I'm doing wrong for changing the mode. But look at that. It uses the battery holder to stand up on its own. That's so cute. And then it also has a hole. I'm going to put a hook in the top to put it on the tree. Tor wants to know how it works, Brian. Can you tell him? I mean, this is an AT Tiny 85, I think, right? That's what it said on the thing. And then so you just got a little program running. All right, I think we have time for one more. I think it's got to be the poinsettia because it's more holiday themed than the scarab. This poinsettia is from David Di Benedetto. I got it from him on Etsy. You can find the link in the description. And this one comes with a little handy paper diagram. Oh, MakerCast is today? Of course it is. Of course it's in 15 minutes. So I'll finish up in 15 minutes and y'all should go watch the MakerCast stream. Maybe Brian will put a link to it in the chat. Yeah, Brian, that's what I'm thinking. I didn't solder the button all the way. I'll go back to it, I promise. But let's see if we can speed through this poinsettia while we're together. And yeah, Brian, put a link to the MakerCast live stream that's happening in a few minutes so that folks who are here can pop over there. Button registers each mode and represented by a single LED being lit. This one has like a little beefy guy on it. And that's like a... And this is an AT1085, and then this is a real-time clock. I think it's because it has a timeout on it. I can't remember. Oh, AT-Tiny13. I'm sorry, Brian. This one, though. This one says AT-Tiny85. This poinsettia right here. That's an AT-Tiny85. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Haha, through hole. The only surface mount parts are the resistors. Maybe, Brian, okay, here's what got me, right? Like this side of the circuit board hardly has any silkscreen on it. And see how the poinsettia, like this side is the side that's supposed to be out, and it's like much fancier than this side. So I'm wondering, maybe like the Christmas tree needs some snow. I mean, it's fine. It's beautiful the way it is. But this one, like, I definitely won't get the front and the back mixed up on this one. Okay, resistors first. Oh, you didn't know what a poinsettia was? Tropical American plant with poisonous milk and showy tapering. Yeah, it's very beautiful. It's also poisonous for pets. So I wouldn't keep a live one in my house for a holiday decoration, but I love the look of this ornament. You've never heard of a poinsettia before? I guess if it's native to North America, then I guess I never thought about where this flower was from. Beautiful holiday flower. They come in different colors too. Yeah, I can imagine. I guess that common. What kind of flowers do you have for Christmas, if any? Very traditional holiday decoration where I'm from. Boop. Now I'm just getting sloppy. I want to race to finish this before the hour. The red leaves are called bracts because they're not actually flowers, right? It's like it's the leaves. Andy's got some plant knowledge. I just know don't leave it at dog level if you want your dog to live. Or your cat. See, this is throwing me for a loop because they're not all in the same orientation. That's the practice I'm looking for. Very good for soldering practice. Nice. This kit also comes with an extra resistor in case you drop one of the tiny little parts on the floor. The switch is surface mount too. All right. So switch, then LEDs. Tweezers. Holding on to this switch is something else. All right. Here we go. Fume management. Pedro wants to know about my fume management. My fume management is to blow on it. I believe that you're not, oh, okay. I don't believe that you can really get that badly hurt from solder fumes if you aren't working in a factory where you're soldering every day. Does Big Clive also exhale? I blow on it. All right. I do have a fume extractor somewhere. I just don't find it terribly useful or practical. I usually just make sure that my room is well ventilated and that I'm blowing the fumes away from myself. I realize I just soldered the switch on backwards, but I think it'll be okay. Flux is a hoax. Well, the flux, yeah, the flux is what's in the air, right? Like not the lead from the solder. It's like the rosin fumes. So there are harmful in large quantities. I just don't feel like I expose myself to large enough quantities. Thanks for joining. See you again soon, hopefully. Oh yeah, I love Fran's lab. Okay. Nice little RTC guy in there, and then my AT tiny 85. I'll just put the LEDs on too, why not? Uh-oh, which side's positive? It just has that like half dome thing. Does it say on the other side? All right, crowdsource help. What side of the LED do I solder here? So flat side, if I'm looking at Brian's, flat side is usually negative. Okay. Let's hope that's right. Oh, gotta do them in from the front. Flat side negative. Okay. Like that. Yes. We're getting somewhere here. Nope, other way. All right, last little bit of soldering. Well, besides the battery holder. Again, I'm soldering one leg of each LED, and then with it still hot, pressing up from the front side so that the LEDs are nice and flush. And then I can go back and do the other leg. You like Fran's Heathkit stuff? That's cool. Yeah, she's so knowledgeable. Maybe we'll check where the wire traces go. I double checked the flat side. I realized I could also identify the flat side of the LEDs. They weren't completely round like some are, and so I'm pretty confident about my LED wiring. If I got it wrong, we'll just look at the other beautiful ornaments that we made together in the last little bit, and we'll celebrate that way. And do this one flat. These are all really fun. I'm really impressed. by the design and creativity of these kit makers. I think they could be a good thing to make with the family. Maybe not the surface mount, but this through-hole stuff can be soldered by, I don't know, kids super young. I think I taught my nephew when he was 8 or 10. The poinsettia would look great on your Christmas outfit. Haha. Yeah. Oops, I bridged these 2 pins. Okay, there we go. Oh, I gotta do the microcontroller too. Here we go. You guys are seeing some speed soldering. Okay. Chip, RTC, LEDs. Let's go for the battery holder, which conveniently also, just like on this one, covers up the LED contacts. All right. Moment of truth. Just a really snug fit for these double A's. All right. There we go. Yay! Nice. That looks very fun. I really like how the overall size of it really reminds me of the flower itself, although poinsettias are much bigger anyway. But like the size in relation to the LEDs is really cool when you compare them all together. There's a really good variety. Beautiful. And they're kind of like softly flickering, kind of like my fireplaces. I don't know if you can really get the soft flicker effect from the camera. All right, we're gonna take one more little stab at this switch, the mode switch for Brian's Christmas tree, because we weren't getting any mode activity. Nope. Okay, I'll have to keep trying with the button. But anyway, here's what we made today, everyone. We've got our Be Merry. Very cute Santa hat on top. We have our Christmas tree. We have our poinsettia. That's to go with our already existing unicorn, and the fireplace isn't really an ornament. It's more of like a little mantle guy. Okay, great. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be streaming again soon, hopefully, and I'll see you then. In the meantime, go check out the MakerCast stream that's starting now. Happy